Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigil here, welcome back to our video. So in this one I'm going to show you my soul rate progress on the main account. We're going to go all the way up from boss Superman to killing Zatanna, running out through all the tier 5 sub-bosses. And against boss Superman, most likely League of Anarchy would have been enough, but I put Zatanna in there just to get some damage increase for them. Though yet again, because of his mechanic, most likely would have had enough damage. Zatanna did a terrible job stacking damage at the start of the fight, though. Did a very terrible job, though she does a good job at getting him all the way to the maxed out passive effect that he has, and gets him real fast to the point where he is going to take more damage. Though I messed up there and he blocked the stun, so he basically did not benefit pretty much at all from that damage increase that he had on himself. But yeah, here is going to be the real damage. Sadly, the Dark Melkar area was not beneath us, but we're going to tag Zatanna back in there. Harley back in. At this point, I don't think we really will get ever to the point where he activates that, or maybe we will. Harley in there, special 2 again. Again, not putting him over the edge there, but it's fine because he's gonna die in a second here. One of the easiest tier 5 bosses, not gonna lie. I mean, there's also the Bane bosses that if you play it properly, you're gonna be fine. Trash rewards, by the way. Moving on to both Black Canary, we're going to use Raven here, plus Mr. Freeze. I did a little bit of a mistake and put the Sword of Sin on Raven to constantly power drain the enemy without actually checking if the enemy is power drainable. Also, the Puppet of Zatanna here, since we're using Beta Club on Mr. Freeze, is really not gonna be necessary for the infinite power, and it's gonna be more of an inconvenience overall because all we get is infinite power, which we don't need, and that infinite power comes with not a chance but pretty much a guarantee that it will eventually vanish. And I misclicked there and used the third special of Mr. Freeze instead of the special 2, so my bad there. Special 2. Raven there resetting darkness. Mr. Freeze, 83 mil per second here, though it is by far not optimal gameplay, and Raven almost got pushed over the edge and triggered darkness to kill herself. It's fine. It's kind of weird to transition to this gameplay of Mr. Freeze after playing him for so long with the Puppet of Zatanna. But even though it is an option to play him with Puppet of Zatanna, if you do not have Beta Club is going to be the far superior artifact for him. It's just facts, and it's to the point where bosses have a lot of health, and I kind of want to switch to this. But yeah, we eventually killed her. This was by far not the most smooth sailing we've had with Mr. Freeze Raven. Moving on to the next one, we have Swamp Thing here. He's got a lot of things that make him resistant to a bunch of things, but Battle on the Drown is going to be able to bypass that. And I could have died there. I need to be more cautious with her, since she's going to pretty much die if the enemy backs off into a jump attack, into a special, and there's no counterplay to it, but having the enemy in the corner, so they can no longer do that, and I should start doing that more often. Just keep pushing him to the corner with Ben Laughs. Ben Laughs can take a few hits. He's also got a quick back off animation, so he's one of the few characters that if you notice the enemy backing off into a jump attack, into a special, you can actually back off into a block yourself, which makes it still not an ideal situation, but makes it more manageable. Got on Drown in there with a super move to increase the dot damage further. We're not doing the optimal job here because, as I said, we need to be very cautious and we need to push him all the way to the corner before Battle on Drown can even get in there. Third special from Joker, we're going to actually trigger here the dot damage from Battle on Drown, and we're going to keep pounding him. Come on, his ass again, then Laughs back in there. Third special, Battle on Drown back in. Keep Cameron chopping him. Cameron chopped him again. We're having 5.4, almost 5.5 mil dot values per second, so this is the optimal thing. You have Battle on Drown in there, she's sitting on the Dark Metal cards, you get those guaranteed crits, and when it's over you tag Battle Laughs for third special and then hack her back in. And ideally you would want to get to that point sooner, and maybe you would have actually killed there if we got to that point sooner, but yeah, it was a little bit rough. Now boss Canary here, we're going to use Grodd plus Brainiac here with Beta Club on Grodd. We are going to have the Puppet of Zatanna at level 3 and the Puppet of Zatanna at level 1 on Robin, and that still sucks. I'm still using it for passive stats alone, and we did not struggle at any point with power generation in this fight because we got the growth passive, except for the situations when Puppet of Zatanna triggered and then proceeded in 0.5 seconds to make all our power go away. Rod in there, super move himself since we got the middle of the field resets. Keep pushing him to the corner. Interrupt again, keep pushing him. And yeah, I think we're actually done with the Brainiac stacking. So we're just gonna combo interrupt with Grodd at this point. We can combo interrupt this man reliably enough, so there's no need for the Grodd infinite combo, because if you move into the Grodd infinite combo, you'll deal less damage, because overall you're hitting the enemy less and stacking the lethal attack damage of Robin's passive slower. So combo interrupting is definitely the way to go. And I messed up there. It looks like it's a steady progress. Looks like we're definitely gonna be able to kill this man, but if I keep messing up, that's obviously not gonna be the case. Let's keep combo interrupting his ass. And yeah, there we go. There we go. 13 seconds left. I could have definitely missed the one shot if I messed up a bit more than I did. But yeah, here Manta's gonna quickly take care of Swamp Thing. We have Bane in there to get more damage on basic attack hits. We have Sir Green Lantern to give us the shield, though the shield was not really worth here. Because as you can see, it's already gone. It's already gone. The shield did nothing, but it's not like we really needed more damage, and it helped us push him to the corner maybe a little bit faster. Green Lantern here should have not used that special 2 back there and should have like waited to match his super move, but it's not gonna be like we need to be extra efficient here, because this is basically a guaranteed one-shot. Got him in the corner. We're going to start to burn him so that the Jokerite's Veterans can trigger the poison effect so that we can get that extra damage on our basic attack hits. Special 2 again. Combo chopped again. Combo chopped again. Our special 2. Combo chopped again. Poison effect is up. We can basically get like 4 combos almost, and I shouldn't finish the combo in a swipe because the swipe is not really helping out. We only trigger the Venom effect on normal hits, and if you don't do the last swipe, you can definitely get 4 combos before it expires at max level. We have here Boss Stalker Fate. We have Implant Sakoman with Sword of Salvation to get his third specials out of the way fast. Then we have Deathstroke with Nora Snowglobe to hopefully get some value out of the clones, though the clones are not gonna have a great time, and neither is King here because he gets all his gear bonuses disabled, so he's gonna struggle a bit surviving, because keep in mind we have 0 passive stats with this team. Deathstroke back in there. Doing some combos, doing a special 2. King back in there for his last third special. There we go, he's no longer needed. He died, and that's fine. I don't need him anymore, he did his job. Deathstroke in there, got hit again. Special 2. At the very least, we know for a fact that he's definitely not gonna struggle killing us. We're not gonna have to wait a long time to get the clones in there. Our special 2. Tried to do a swipe down, but it was not fast enough. When the enemy falls down from a special in the corner, if you time it correctly, you can do a swipe down and then start a combo again. It's not worth risking it unless you're on 0 health with the clone and there's no other way around it. Now we're gonna get the clone in there. This one did not get a welcome because it got tagged in straight into a special 2, which put it at 0 health, but we can play around it a little bit. Deathstroke back in there. And we did this mainly to generate some power and get his super move out of the way. And then the last clone, we can't get too far away from him because if we do, he'll use a special 1. We need to keep close. Yeah, one more special 2 just on time. And that's gonna be, as far as this team went, and it went well enough. Now we're going to have a League of Anarchy here, quickly doing a cleanup fight. We have Joker in there. No particular reason. I mean, kind of a particular reason, because even though usually you're gonna do better with the tagging gameplay of Arkham Knight Batman or Predator Batman, Joker can buff your dot damage. And in this one, since we can't rely on tagging gameplay because our tag-ins are going to take longer to actually occur, we're going to take benefit from the additional dot damage on Joker. Harley got hit there a bit, it's okay, we can definitely heal with DPI. I often forget that this man deals dots damage to the characters while they're in the fight because it's literally nothing, and I hope it remains as nothing. I think it honestly might be bugged because it seems to be kind of the same value in each tier, and his attack is obviously higher as you go higher in the tiers. So I suspect they forget to add the scaling of the constant dot hazard to his personal attack, because that's how it usually works, and I hope they never fix it. But yeah, Harley, there one last special 2 question mark? Nah, one more? This is this the last special 2? No, one third last special 2. But yeah, there we go. He's down. Now moving on to boss Zatanna, I usually use the League of Anarchy here, but since they were more optimal to be used there, we're going to use Raven plus Camouflage Sacrament. We're gonna have Beta Club on Camouflage Sacrament, and we're going to have Sword of Sin on Raven, so she's gonna constantly power drain the enemy. Come one-shot her. Something I like a lot about the newer characters is their very fast gap close animation. Because other characters are gonna take their time, maybe walk a bit faster towards there, but Raven like really teleports when she pushes the enemy away if you don't press anything afterwards. And you can, if you do it correctly, she can use, let's say, a special one, and then as I did, gap close into a combo interruption to another special one, and that's just beautiful to do. I think here did 3 special 2s. Like, this was a bit risky because I think I tested that out at one point, and doing 3 special 2s is highly risky between the darkness resets because you're gonna have very little time for darkness reset. But I think I was doing that all the way when my Raven was 4 stars. Now she's 5 stars, so the darkness can last a bit longer. So I guess that's more on the table of an option there. Our special 2. Is at max stacks. The only thing that can further increase our damage at this point is going to be the super move. The super move down here, 31 mil per second. This looks like a reliable enough amount that will eventually kill her. Messed up there, and Raven get hits. It was a little bit laggy to be fair, but though it was an awkward tag on my part, so my bad there. Third special, 36, that's fine. Raven back in there, special 1. Block. Camouflage Sacrament. Our third special. Engage the combo. Raven back in there. Special 1 again. And yeah, she's gonna be dead soon. So in advance, thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike the video if you liked it. Subscribe for more content like this. And with that being said, I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. We got a pretty interesting video next. Another Puppet of Zatanna Infinite thing. So make sure to stick around for that. And the rewards, as usual, are garbage, and I still did not get Zatanna. But yeah, goodbye!